Heidi.
Hey Louisa, how's it going?
It's pretty good. It's a little warm though.
It is. It's too dang hot. We got a couple more days of this, and I hope we finally fall into fall, which is actually our theme for this week. But before we get to that, I want to talk about a couple things that we have coming up. We've got the beer tasting on October 28th. It's a Sunday. It's our annual beer tasting on the weekend of Halloween. So don't go out Saturday night. You got to show up here on Sunday. Cooper's putting together a really great lineup. We're getting dressed up. If you dress up, you get a discount. So it should be a lot of fun. Definitely, Cooper's done a great job enhancing our beer selection, and so we'll be falling into fall with the beers also. I've got a great costume, so you definitely want to show up. I will be in character all day long. So anyhow, now we're getting to this week's tasting, which is Fall into Fall, and I'm hoping that the weather cooperates. We're starting off with the Elena Valk Gewürztraminer. This comes from the northernmost region of Italy, which is the Alto Adige region. And it's ironic that this happens to be a predominantly German-speaking region. They've got the Gewürztraminer. A lot of people can be turned off by Gewürztraminer because they're used to an inexpensive one that is cloyingly sweet. This one is off dry. It's very spicy. This is a white wine that's got an unusual high alcohol, about 14%, and so it makes a fuller bodied wine. And again, off dry, nice and spicy, a great food choice. I've got a few bottles left of the rosé. This is our little Frenchie, 95% Grenache, 5% Syrah, a light body rosé, and it's wonderful. Showcasing more dried raspberry, but super light on the palate and it's a guzzling wine. You can gulp this one all day long. Next, we're moving on to a brand new one, which is the Point Conception Pinot Noir. This comes from Santa Barbara County, 100% Pinot Noir. And this is a fuller bodied Pinot Noir, as I'm hoping we get a little bit cooler. This has got more black cherry notes, so it's more of that masculine style Pinot Noir. You've probably heard me talk about that a few times. Absolutely wonderful and very aromatic, which I think, it's so funny for a lot of people. Part of the process of enjoying a wine is definitely to smell the wine and take that in. It always makes me, a good wine always makes me salivate back here. That's when I know I've got a winner and I absolutely have to buy that wine. We are moving on to the Cask Mourvedre. This is 100% Mourvedre. This is so funny because Ted, that we know comes out here, he refers to this as an old world wine. And respectfully, I disagree with him. This is definitely a new world style because it's so fruit forward. This comes from a very warm region of Paso Robles, so the skins are thicker, a nice extracted color. It sits a little bit lighter on the palate, but it's just loaded with flavor. This is our Cryptic, and this one is really interesting. Let's get a snapshot of that label. The label is printed backwards, so if you hold it up to the mirror, you can actually read it. The 3 C's here represent the 3 main varietals. This is predominantly Zinfandel, Petite Sirah, Cabernet Sauvignon. It's blended with 9% other varietals, but those 3 major varietals, the Zinfandel is giving you kind of the brambly fruit, a little bit of spice. Petite Sirah always enhances color. You're going to get a little bit of blue fruit out of that, a real silky finish. And then the Cabernet gives it some structure. I just love this. It's $16.99. It's a great value. And last, we're moving on to the Curtis Syrah. Got 93 points, and also Best Buy from Wine and Spirits magazine. This is 100% Syrah. This is aged in a combination of French and American oak, but it's definitely dominated by French oak, 95% French oak, and 5% American oak. So you're getting a lot of cedar notes on this. Nice big fruit, super easy drinking if we're still firing up the grill because it's too darn hot to cook inside. This is a perfect little wine. Again, mark your calendars, October 28th, noon to 4 p.m. For the beer tasting. Dress up, save some money. And then we've got the first week in December, which is our wine club pickup, and everybody mark your calendars, noon to 4 on those days also, and it's going to be a shopping day for wine club members where you get a discount. Everybody stay cool, and we look forward to seeing you this week. The patio should be fabulous. Thanks, everyone.